Today I'm reviewing the Blackview BV4900, the $85 rugged phone, but today you can find it for around $100 or $100 exactly. It depends where you look. All I know is I got this in a pre-sale. It cost me 85 bucks, and for that we get Android 10, 5.7-inch display, 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs of storage, not the highest resolution cameras, but let's see if they're good anyway, and the Helio A22 chipset. Alright, very nice presentation for the price. First impressions, this feels like rubber, not plastic. Feels very sturdy, very feels like it costs $500, but nope. Alright, let's put that aside. I would have our charging brick. This is not a fast charger. Here are the specs and our micro USB charging cable. Not USB-C, but for the price we can forgive that. Over here we have our manual, our SIM ejector tool, and a screen protector. Okay, so in order to remove the SIM, it's sealed pretty tight, but let's try the SIM ejector tool. Alright, so I would remove this flap of the SIM ejector tool because with your fingernail it's going to be difficult. And we have our typical hole. We just push it in there, pops out a little bit, and we have just do that. And that is how you remove it. So we have a micro SD card and a SIM slot. Alright, so first impressions, the display looks pretty nice. We don't have any trendy punch hole or teardrop design or notch. A classic top and bottom bezel. I really like this design. It feels nice and it looks nice and classic. Bezels aren't too big. So I'm gonna set this up and get back to you. So right before the phone is all set up, we have an option between gesture navigation and free button navigation. We are gonna choose the gesture navigation. Then this wireless update, that's how MediaTek devices get updated. Tap these both and accept continue, and there we go. The phone is all set up. Alright, this is quick step. This is a launcher with most of these budget phones. Just click allow. And there we go. Now the phone is all set up. And first impressions. Okay, we have an app drawer. That's great. We have face unlock. Let's see. Alright, let's do face unlock. There you go. Our face is set. Let's test it out. That was extremely slow. Let's try that again. A bit better. One more time. Okay. One more time, this time for real. Now close up. Close up is a bit faster, but overall, speed is decent for most of the time. It may vary from the environment that you are in. Alright, so Naked is doing pretty poorly, so we're going to disable ads right away. Cool. That is very bad. It's too laggy. Alright, Wind Rider, stuttering, still stuttering. Now it's getting better. There we go. Oh, nope. That was okay. It's running very poorly. I just glitched through those buildings there, if you saw. It is playable. The frame rate really fluctuates, so you know, it's really unpredictable. But you could play this game, you're just not gonna enjoy it because the frame rate is so low and it's kind of stuttering. Alright, that is Wind Rider. Alright, so we are here in PUBG. I wasn't planning to test this game at first, but I'm glad I did because it is running pretty decently. You know, actually not that much. It's stuttering, but let's just check the graphics real quick. Frame rate medium. Okay, okay, okay. We are in the lowest settings. Um, okay, now it's better. See, this needs to get settled. Because this is not a phone for gaming, but if you really wanted to play PUBG, you could. Yeah. Okay, okay. At first it was stuttering. Now it's running pretty good. Um, no need to test it further than that. There you go. Yeah. So the speaker is pretty decent. It's a bit quiet, but there's no distortion at least. It does sound a tiny bit muffled, but overall the speaker is pretty decent for the price. We also have a port for the headphone jack, but you're not gonna be able to open it easily, alright? Ow, that really hurt because it dug into my fingernail. And there we go, there is our headphone jack. Good luck finding a pair that'll actually fit in there, but yeah. At least they kept it, but overall, you know, decent speakers. So it may handle games poorly, but the performance overall is pretty decent. So if you don't play games and you just, you know, use this phone for daily tasks, it's gonna work just fine. Let's go to settings. Our settings were already open in the background, so let's try that again. Settings. See, I mean, it's not that bad. And you know, web browsing, there you go, already loading the Blackview website. BL6000 Pro, very exciting phone. Actually not really that exciting, but it's still pretty exciting. And yeah, you know, web browsing, let's go to google.com. So it's not the fastest experience, but it still works pretty good. See, that was pretty fast there. Scrolling homepage, that works pretty fine. Main sensor is 8 megapixels, front camera is 5 megapixels, rear video is full HD, front video is 720p. So with that being said, let's take our first selfie. Let's go outside. Rear facing video on the Blackview BV4900 Full HD. Uh, it's pretty windy outside. I had to hold that flower over there just so it wouldn't move. Um, so I gotta tap on the screen when you're taking pictures in order for it to focus. Let's see if it's the same thing right now. Let's hold that flower, tap the screen. So it does focus, no problem. Just the autofocus that isn't that great. It's pretty non-existent when you're trying to take a picture of something up close. Um, so we have a total of 3 cameras on the back, but I don't think that I think only one is real. Only one of those cameras are real because I don't see any wide angle or macro camera, nothing like that. So yeah, that is the rear facing video. Let me know what you guys think. Front facing video on the Blackview BV4900 720p. The frame rate is kind of stuttering. I don't know if it's that the actual video is going to be like that, but if it's not stuttering, on my end it looks pretty decent. Looking right now through the viewfinder, it's not that bad. Um, that being said, probably you're probably viewing this on your phone or on your PC, and so you guys be the judge. Um, but overall, I think for the price, the front-facing video could be better because I can already tell that it's a bit lacking in quality. But as usual, let me know what you guys think. So that is pretty much it, guys. So should you get this phone, if you can find it for $85, and on November 11th, there's like this huge sale with Chinese products. I don't know if it's like a holiday or not, but if you can find it for $85, then it's absolutely worth it. It's a great phone for that price. But if you see it for only $100, then it's still worth it. But more than $100, it's kind of hard to recommend. Depends really how much, but between $100 and $110, I'd say that's the maximum amount I'd pay for this phone. But overall, as a device, let's see. The performance is decent, the camera is decent, the display is pretty good, speaker's not that bad. Why does it keep opening the alarm? Keeps opening the clock for some reason. Anyway, this phone does everything decent. You also have a pretty big battery over here. The battery size is 5,580 milliamp hours, so we should expect good battery life overall. Sorry I didn't test the durability. I do have to sell these phones later on, so yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I'll try to answer if I know the answer. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.